get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So USF's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Memphis Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Finding an escape route. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked.
Converts on 4th down, still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. Still looking. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Bulls offense will return to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll try the run. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Right back to the well. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the move, it's Norton. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Florida.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Brown will throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger.
Touchdown Bulls! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Oregon is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Justin Herbert had a hand in getting this kid to Eugene, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, South Florida! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll test the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Bulls need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Lewis to throw. With the catch, it's Thompson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Finds some fresh air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Lewis wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Zings it complete to the right, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Here's the Heat. He's got it on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Alexis. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. Between the uprights